Twitter. Okay, click this one, copy and paste. This unnecessary things just remove. Okay, now just see you are getting paragraph and one Twitter symbol here. Now just side to the Twitter symbol I need the @ username. Then after this write one span, and in span just write @ username. See, okay. Then under this paragraph I need one image. Then after this paragraph I am using image, source images. See, my folder name is images, that's why I am using this folder name. If your folder name is something else, then you have to write that folder name. Okay, images, inside that user1.jpeg. See, it inside it. Then we will do the style. Now I want 3 columns. Then copy this part, paste and paste, and here use user2 and here user3. Okay. We got it. This is the HTML part. Now we will see how to do the styling so that we can get exactly like this. See what I have done. I have changed the image size, then make it as a rounded circle. Okay, and keep it the corner of the box. I make it as a box and I keep it in the corner of the box. Okay. Then go to style.css. This part is complete. Then here testimonials. The first thing, take this ID as ID, padding top to rem and padding bottom to rem. Okay, it gives padding. Then we will style the container as testimonials, call MD4. Then for this I am giving padding 10 pixel, 30 pixel, means 10 pixel from top and bottom and 30 pixel from left and right. Okay, 10 pixel from top and bottom, 30 pixel from left and right. I am giving it to the container, means this particular I forgot to give the dot symbol. Okay, that's why it is not reflecting. Okay, now it reflects. Then testimonials, image. Now I will make the, like this image is very big, now I will make it small. Width 60 pixel, height 60 pixel. If you want a symmetrical image, height and width make us keep same. Okay. Now what I want, see, now it will look like this. It becomes small, but it is in square shape. I want to make it as round shape. Then what I have to write? Border radius 50%. Once you give 50%, it means it becomes round. Okay. You can give here border radius 50%, else in image you can use the bootstrap class rounded circle. Both will work in same manner. Okay. Then I have given 50%. Now it becomes round. Now I will design the paragraph. Then again I will come to image. To design all the paragraph, I give a paragraph class, suppose review. This review class I copy and paste. Okay. Now here I write dot review. The paragraph font size 1 rem or 16 pixel, padding 10 pixel, 10 pixel, 10 pixel and 30 pixel. Border radius, first I will show that how it looks like. Okay, it's changed. Now, why this paragraph changed? What I have done? Okay, I make here also review, not here review. Okay, this paragraph I don't want to change. This review and here review. Class equal to review. Okay, it changed. Now I want to give a border effect like this. Okay, then how can we do that? For that, here I am giving border radius 10 pixel, because if I give 50 pixel then it becomes round. 10 pixel means it will give the little simple soft rounded edge effect. I will show you. Box shadow here 0 pixel, 0 pixel, pixel, 0 pixel, 0 pixel, 20 pixel, 1 pixel. Then what color I want? RGBA 0, 0, 0, 0.2. See, it gives 10 pixels, that's why it's give a little soft rounded edge. Suppose here you write 50 pixel, you will get like this. Okay, but I don't want this much of rounded, that's why I use 10 pixel, little round edge, soft edge. And if you write here 0.8, see, you are seeing little darker. Okay, not from all the sides, just see here little darker, but I don't want this much of darker, that's why I just use 0.2. Little, I want a little shadow effect. Okay, now what I want, that I want to change this color, this Twitter and username color I want to change. Then here dot review dot fa Twitter, color has 013 F7E, 013 F7E. Okay, it color changed. If you want to make it big, then you can make it big, but I don't want to change the size of this particular icon. Then I want to change this this span, this color also. Then I can write has testimonials span. This color will be exactly same 013 F7E. Then I want to change little bit size, font size 18 pixel and font weight 600, means bold. Either you can write 600 or you can write bold. Okay. Now I want to move this image over this box like this, and I want to make this border. Then what I have to do here, go to again this image part, here margin left minus 30 pixel. Let me show you. See, it moved left minus 30 pixel. Okay. Then what I want to move top. Then margin top minus 40 pixel. Okay, it moved left minus 30, top minus 40, it moved to this part. If you want in right corner, then according to that you can move margin right and margin top. Okay. Here then I want margin bottom, that is 30 pixel. Then I want a border. Now your image doesn't have any border. Okay, but here you can see that there is a white border. Okay, then here border 5 pixel solid. If you want, let me show you in some other color, then I will change to white color. See, there is a border. Okay, this border I want in white color, because in this color it is not look good. That's why here I just change it to FFF. Okay, now it is a white color border. Now the last thing, I want to change the style of this one and the style of this one. Then has testimonials, your H1. See, in my website I have used H1 multiple times, and if you want all the H1 heading will have one particular style, then you can mention that style in the beginning of the CSS. Here you can write H1, then you can mention the style. That style will be applied by default to all the H1 of the wherever you have used H1, it will apply that style. But if you want to apply different style based on the section, then you can write H1 in that particular section using that section ID. Okay. Now this H1 means what? This H1 belongs to, it will change that H1 heading style which you have written inside this particular ID. Okay. Color has 013 F7E. Margin bottom 20 pixel. See, change the color. Suppose you have written H1 in the beginning, like here, H1 color red, font size suppose 2 rem. Okay, see, it will not affect here because you have overwrite that. Suppose here you will not write this H1. Now here let me comment this line. Now you can see it becomes red in color and font size is 2 rem, because when you will not override the styles of H1 belongs to that section, whatever universal style you have given here, that style will apply. Okay, but if you don't want to give any universal style, then no need to give the style here. You can give the style to that particular section. Okay, then the same thing, same way I will style the paragraph. Testimonials P. Then for paragraph, simply I just give padding bottom 30 pixel. I need some space below this, that's why I just give padding bottom 30 pixel. You can see the space. Okay, means this part we have completed, this part, this meters part. We have remaining 2 part like this, contact us and your footer, and we will see how to add this icon, and once I click it will go to top, and once I click here it will go to, it will show this, appear this icon. Before that, here I want to tell you one thing. See, when I click this courses, suppose I am clicking courses, it directly goes to the courses, but in this case here just see, when I click courses it smoothly goes to the courses, not directly. See the difference, like courses smoothly, but here directly. Okay, any particular link, if I click it goes directly, but here when I click any particular link it goes smoothly. This behavior you can add at the beginning of the style sheet. Okay, at the beginning means before this star. What style you can apply? HTML scroll behavior. Scroll behavior will be smooth. Okay, once you apply this style, now you can see, suppose I click courses, now it's not go directly. This is the smooth scrolling behavior of HTML. Okay, I will start the contact us form today. Okay, I will start this form. We will complete the HTML part today, and in the next class we will see the CSS part. Okay, this features completed. Okay, here in testimonial I have not used any comment line. It's always recommended to use comment line. Okay, testimonials. section, here section close. Then why not close like this? Okay. Then after this we will create a contact us form. You can create a form using different techniques. I will show one of the technique. Contact us. First, the very basic thing, till now you all are aware of this. First you need to create a section. H2 contact us. I need in center, then I can write class text center. Then paragraph, copy this paragraph, copy, paste, and class text center. Okay, we got this. Contact us, this one. Then we will create this form. See, this form you can create using the input group, like here Bootstrap. Here you can click input groups. Why I think net speed is slow. Okay, input groups. Okay, here you can directly copy it. Suppose you need this type of form, copy it and paste it, you will get this type of form. And here your form start with the tag form tag. No need of action because we are only doing the design. When we want to send this data to some other page, then we will use the form action. Then here simply inside this div container, I want to create another one div. Then class, I am giving the class name contact form. Inside this contact form, this is the HTML element. Then div class form group. Now here you can keep each item in different form group, else you can keep all the item in one form group. Okay, like here how many items I have? One is input text, 3 input text and 1 text area. Like here input type text, name I don't want, class form control, then ID equal to name. I will show you how it look like. See, this is the first one. Okay, I am not using any label. Instead of label, I am going to use the placeholder. Enter name. See, enter name. Like this I need under 2 input text. Then what I can do? Copy, paste, then ID, email, but for email input type equal to email, and placeholder, enter email, then input types text, ID, message, and placeholder, enter subject of the message. Suppose subject of the message. Okay, you will get like this. Okay, 3 input text. Now I need a text area. That's why I have to write text area. Text area type equal to text. Then text area type not needed actually. Text area class form control. Then rows equal to 5. How many default rows you want to give, and placeholder equal to message, what message you want to write, then id equal to comment. Okay. See, you will get like this, but here you are not getting any space. This space I can give using CSS, but if you want the default space, then what you can do, keep each element inside one div. Okay, like this div, start here, then copy this div, paste it and close it, then paste it, close it, then paste it. If you write like this, you will get default space. Okay, but we can also get the space using the CSS. Now after this form, after this div, the last one I need a button. Then button type equal to submit class btn primary. Okay, and don't forget to give a name, else it will not display. See, this is submit button. Okay, see here the default it's showing some suggestion. I don't want this suggestion. Okay, that we can remove by using autocomplete off. Autocomplete equal to off. I just use this autocomplete off for all the input type here. Okay. Now it will not show any suggestion. Okay. Now the thing is, I want to make all the fields required, means I want that user must enter something in each and every field. That we can do by writing required. Okay, just write required. Don't write true and false, simply just write required. Copy, paste and paste here. Okay. Now you see, without filling anything, if I click submit, it shows here the error. Suppose I have filled here name, again I am entering, it's showing the error. This validation error will be different based on your browser, in which browser you are seeing. Suppose here I have written only the name, again we are getting the error that it must have the complete valid email ID. Why we are getting this error? Because we are writing type email. Okay, and while moving the mouse like this is known as tooltip. Okay, like while moving the mouse you are getting the message. This type of thing is known as tooltip. Like when I not enter anything, suppose click, this is the validation error, but this is the tooltip hint. Okay, please fill out this field. Please fill out this field. Please fill out this field. This is known as tooltip. This is by default in HTML5. Okay, means we have successfully designed the contact us form. We will do the style in the next class. Okay, in the next class I will show you how to design, how to style this contact us form using CSS. Okay, we will style this form like this. We will give this hover effect and we will change the color of the placeholder, everything. Then we will do this footer section, and finally we will use the JavaScript. This is the JavaScript functionality. I have written some JavaScript code to get this functionality. Okay. For today we have completed. I will share the code and PPT with you by sending in mail. If you are not getting mail, then do inform me. I will send the separate mail. Okay. And in PPT I have all the details. You can go through that details. And each and every mail I am sharing the links where you can